Wonder Fantastic books and where to find them. Bit of a different video today. I received Memento in the post today along with my US copy of Aurora Rising, which I've conveniently left over there, out of the way, because this isn't an Aurora Rising video, this is Memento reading reaction video. So Memento is a Illuminae Novella written by Kristoff and Amie Kaufman, and it acts as a prequel of sorts to Illuminae. As far as I can tell, it is basically all about Aiden. Now it's only 82 pages, it's pretty little, so I decided I'm gonna sit and read it. And as it's a Kristoff and Amie Kaufman book, I assume this is gonna make me cry or feel things, so I figured, why not make a YouTube video out of it? And here we are. So I'm comfy, I'm on my reading sofa, I have my book, I have my drink, I have a wax melter on, so I'm gonna dig in. See you on the other side. Wow, that was something. And now I have to read Illuminae all over again, pretty much. If you're planning to read Memento and you haven't read the Illuminae files, you want to read this beforehand, I suggest don't do that. I suggest read Illuminae and the other books first and then come back to Memento, because there are loads of little nods to characters and things there. There's not really a lot I can say without being spoily for the Illuminae books and for this, so if you don't want to hear any spoilers, leave now, because I need to talk about this book, well, novella. Well, now I know that these two can make me cry multiple times, or really swell up multiple times in 82 pages, so it's impressive. I didn't realize how much I missed this kind of format. It's beautiful, and I am going to have to probably reread the other books rather imminently. I'm actually eyeing up Illuminae right now, I'm not going to lie. So if you haven't read this but you want spoilers anyway, it is basically, so Aiden already exists. It kind of follows the story of Olivia Klein, who is assigned on the Alexander to work with Aiden. She gets in a relationship with one of the other members of the crew, and it's a cute little thing. There's not like a huge romance, it's 82 pages, but obviously there's a romance there, and Aiden starts asking strange questions, and being genuinely creepy Aiden. Well, I say creepy, it could be construed as creepy, or it could be construed as an AI trying to learn, which I kind of like that it is ambiguous like that. But yeah, so it makes her uncomfortable, and she raises her concerns with Wolf. This is the person she's sort of dating, I guess. We sort of see the Alexandra's side of the attack on Corenza 4, and we see that obviously this is where Aiden is damaged. I think the first time I rolled up actually was when he becomes damaged. He says, you know, I've never been hit by a nuclear, what is it? It's never taken a strike from a nuclear weapon before. It wonders what it feels like. Yeah, and then that's when we see the word error pop up, and it was weird. It made me super happy. At the same time I was thinking everything goes downhill from about here, really. So yeah, and then he becomes more of the Aiden we all know and love, or hate, I guess, but I love him. He's crazy. But I love the way he is written. Oh, there you go. This is like my favourite bit, because yeah, just I love it so much. I think I'm gonna have to sit and read it again, actually. Yeah, so they try to fix Aiden, and Ethan then, so this is Wolf, sorry, Ethan Wolf is his name, is one of the ones who goes to physically try and fix some of the problems with Aiden, and him and his team are mysteriously killed in an accident. And there is a bit, so if you don't know what the trolley problem is, it's an ethics thing. I actually didn't learn about it until I watched The Good Place. Should I show you that there? So the being, you pull the lever and you can decide if 5 die or 1 die. And Aiden is asking this question earlier on in the story. And Olivia says, you know, prompted by Aiden, that she would have to protect, say, Terence, the person who needs the ship, or the ship itself, over her lover, Wolf. And because Wolf is then suggesting they shut down Aiden then takes what Olivia said as a permission, almost. And he never really admits it, he basically then kills him. It takes a little while. Olivia writes to her father, who has died, and there's more to that. I won't go too much into it. Although I'm going to everything else, but I must leave something. But her father's dead, but she writes to him to make herself feel better, which I can totally understand. And she's writing about Ethan dying and being dead. And then just after that, around 4 AM, she gets sent a picture of the trolley problem by Aiden. And that's when she realises that Aiden basically killed Wolf. But he's like, no, it was a glitch. It's nothing to worry about. I'm sorry. Blah, 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 blah. But at that point, she was already having doubts and worries about this AI before it was damaged. And obviously now it's potentially killed someone, or 3 someones. So it's obviously a lot more pressing. She tries to bring it up with her superior, who's basically like, we need Aiden up. There's no reason to think that it was anything more than an accident, and so on and so forth. And she's kind of portrayed as being a bit crazy. Even Aiden, I think, tries to make her think like she's just traumatized. And yeah, so she goes in to try and shut him down to stop him. Starts firing her gun. So obviously security come to protect Aiden and the ship, and worry that this poor woman's just grieving, and just lost it pretty much. And it's so smart, because Aiden's like, he can open the door to let these soldiers in to shoot Olivia, but he doesn't. But he does provoke her, and in her retaliation, she picks up a gun and shoots at, I think, some of the cameras and things. So she's seen as even more of a threat. Soldiers break through the door, and massive spoiler, they shoot her. And she dies. And, God, it's so smart. Because he then literally, he said, so then he emails her father, her dead father, and, oh my word, it's crazy. He says, I suppose it could be theorised that my final words to Olivia were designed to provoke her, that they led her to pick up the weapon at the precise moment the Marines breached the cervical, that I intentionally, if indirectly, caused her demise because her allegations against me held some kernel of truth. This could be theorised, but never proven. And at the end of the email, he then attaches the trolley problem again. Wow, yeah, I need more. Even if it's not Aiden, because I just need more. I've missed the format so much. I've missed the characters, even though it's not Katie, although Ezra is mentioned. Olivia bumps into him and his name tag is his name tag. My husband will be very pleased because he loves Ezra. We also hear from James McNulty a couple of times, or hear about him as well, and that made me, I think the very first sad face I make while I was reading, that was because I read his name. So yeah, unbelievable book, well worth the extra money I paid. So I got it from Good Choice Reading because I'm in the UK, and the only way to get it in the UK was to order from Good Choice Reading, who would then ship out the American copy, which is signed and personalised to me, which is lovely. I'll go grab that. And I think essentially I paid like £20 shipping. I mean, it's not exactly a light book, and it was sent priority. And it did get here pretty fast, considering we had a holiday. We had like a 3-day holiday here in the UK, and it was just Memorial Day in America. And it still got here been about a week, which is lovely. And it's all in very good condition. And yeah, so this is the back as well. Yeah, I'm generally gonna maybe sit here and read again, and then read Illuminae, so I guess over there. I better get comfy. Oh, goodbye.